Now baseball under the lights of Wrigley Field in Chicago. Tonight. Here's Ender Inciarte, and we are set for baseball here this evening. First of 4 to begin the new week as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's another shot of it right here. Not easy to tell for sure from that shot. Going to be interesting to see what they want to do with this one.
And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will review the play from all available angles to come to a final decision. Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Hit on the ground to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And he will recover in time to get it over to first. Nicely done there as they record the second out. And now a moment to show you the lineup for Atlanta in this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, one guy to watch is Nick Markakis. He's got over 1,000 RBIs. He's already proved he's a clutch hitter. He knows how to drive in big runs when it counts. So if the situation comes up in this game, I'm looking to watch how he goes to work in the clutch.
And he just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2.
Hey, this boy ain't messing.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3. And striding into the box, Kyle Schwarber. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Cubs,
Infield in the overshift here now. The pitch. Line hard to center field. Inciarte patrolling center makes the play. 1 out. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, of course, you have to like what Anthony Rizzo brings to this offense. He's doing some really special things at home. He's hitting over 350 in games at home, so he's a guy you'd want to watch. Pretty good odds he'll have another big game here.
Here's Chris Bryant now, one of the better hitters in the game this year, currently 7th in the National League batting race.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
Markakis is there, and how about that? Next will be the cleanup hitter, Josh Donaldson.
Leading off for the Braves, the third baseman, Josh Donaldson.
And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
The shortstop.
Obvious pitch recognition right there. 0-0 changeups usually get guys out in front, but he was able to stay back, recognize it, and drive it for a base hit.
Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Into the bleachers and gone. Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 4 home runs, 26 RBIs. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Here's Baez to make the catch, and that becomes out number 2.
Batting 8.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings up the former number 1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson. 0-1 the count. Behind 0-2 now. The 0-2 once more is looked at off the plate for a ball.
Not sure if that was a great take or if he got locked up on it.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Now at the plate, Anthony Rizzo, having a
Leading
very
off
nice
for the
year,
Cubs,
currently second in the
the first
NL
baseman,
batting chase.
What a season this guy's having. He's right up there among the RBI leaders, and he's awfully dangerous with runners on base.
Inciarte has it, and it's a quick out number one.
The right fielder.
So
Jason
one away here with the bases empty,
Hayward.
and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. Liner toward right center. But this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the second out.
Batting sixth.
And now here's the versatile
The center
outfielder
fielder,
Albert Almora
Albert
Jr. He carries the
Almora.
8th best batting average in the National League entering play. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is foul near the seats. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So that'll extend the inning and bring in Addison Russell to bat next.
Boy, this was a good start for the pitcher.
The second
First
baseman,
5 guys, 5 up,
Addison
5 down, but the number 6 hitter proved to be a little bit more difficult, and that's a bullet hit.
Yeah, absolutely right there, Dan. Just a nice AB by the 6-hole guy after watching his first 5 brethren take a seat.
Not in time as he steals second. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Line towards center field. And the stolen base winds up as a moot point.
Welcome back to Wrigley Field, home of the Cubs, who've proven to have one of the best pitching staffs in baseball this year. Coming into the day, they rank first in the league in both ERA and strikeouts, a combination that has opposing lineups searching for answers. One member of the staff told me, it's a special group of guys. I've never been on a pitching staff that's so dominant top to bottom, and I've been on some pretty good ones. Now, one of the hitters on the team told me, I'm relieved I get to stand behind them and play defense instead of staring them down in the box. That can't be fun. Matt, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Throw on to first, and Hamels has retired the first 2 in the inning.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Stepping in, Nick Markakis. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Swing and a miss at a changeup that has him all kinds of goofed up at the plate. On a big swing there from Markakis, he didn't get it to make it strike 2.
Pretty late with the swing there. As a pitcher, you have to recognize that and keep coming in with the...
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Digging in, Victor Caratini. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Batting ninth.
So striding in, Cole Hamels. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Grounded back up the middle. Camargo brings it in. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Now batting.
Back to the top of the order now. And next it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. We'll see Freddie Freeman start things off when we return. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. First time up, he went down looking. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
Freeman.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Almora. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And that brings up the former American League MVP, Josh Donaldson. No balls and a strike to count. Donaldson, commonly known as the bringer of rain around the game. He's a 9-year major league vet. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Now batting.
First offering on its way. And a fastball's in there for strike one.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
Fouled away. The 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Here's another 1-2. Swing and a miss for strike three. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. Leading off the inning, Javier Baez, and they'll need him to get something going here. Here comes the first pitch. Back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard. So a base hit for him has him aboard to start out their half of the fourth as we take a look at the league leaderboard in hits. And as you can see there, he's holding down the top spot in the circuit here for the month of June. First delivery to him on the way. Line drive to left. Acuna is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now
digging in, Anthony Rizzo. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Baez, the runner at second with one away. Lined hard toward right center. And this is run down out there in right center as the runner tags from second. Throw won't get him. Ready for another chance. Jason Hayward hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And they are on the board as the run scores from third to cut the lead to 2-1 now.
The center fielder, number 5.
In now, Albert Almora. He singled his last time up. He's set. Here it comes. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it's a foul ball. Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Almora is exactly a 1 for 3 hitter. That means a .333 batting average.
You want to talk about?
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. Settling in now, Johan Camargo.
Yeah, that last at bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Grounded to third. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
And Hamels takes something off to start the at-bat, and it pays off. It's 0-1. 5th inning, 2-1 our score.
Nope.
And this is high, a ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes, the count to Tyler Flowers. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
No balls and 1 strike. Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They still lead it 2-1. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Maddon. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said he's been really happy with how many balls they've hit hard and on a line. Looking at the numbers, they've had 7 total line drives. And even though some of those have resulted in outs, he says it's that kind of consistent contact that leads to W's in the standings.
The second baseman.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Ranging back is Inciarte. Into the basket, and it's gone. A solo home run for Addison Russell. Number 10 for him on the year. And with it, the Cubs have battled back to tie things at 2.
Now batting, the catcher.
Next to bat will be Victor Caratini. Popped him up. Camargo is there. He's got it 1 away.
The pitcher, number 35.
So digging in now, Cole Hamels. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And that's by him. It's 0-1. So far this year against Southpaws, Hamels has proven to be one of the best hitting pitchers around. Get this, his average up over 300.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with the batting average on the season, but he's found a way to get on base north of 350, working walks with an unbelievable eye at the dish.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Kyle Schwarber. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to put this one away. Good reactions there, and the inning is over. But the Cubs draw even thanks to this solo. Back now for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves' offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Count now, a ball and a strike. Hamels ready with the 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Stepping in, Ender Inciarte. No hits to this point. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Left side, but well foul. Fouled off.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making this pitcher grind for everything.
Hit down the line at first. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up is put in play to the right side of the infield. Russell is there, and the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
The right fielder, Nick Markakis.
I know you're standing on the mound. You got 2 quick outs right here, but you have to respect the fact that this lineup can hit you and hit you in a hurry. Number 2 hole batter up at the plate. He has a chance to get on and get the big boys up.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Down in order go the... Here's Javier Baez. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring.
The shortstop, Javier.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Markakis has a read on it. 1 out.
Now batting,
Stepping into the box, Chris Bryant. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were
a swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Gone! Chris Bryant leaves the yard with a solo shot. And even 30 home runs on the year. And it gives the Cubbies a 3-2 lead.
The first baseman, number 44.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Anthony.
Grounded foul off to the right and over toward the dugout. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And he'll get in there safely.
Now batting, the right fielder, Jason.
Here's Jason Hayward now. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sliced hard down the left field line. And this is going to be a fair ball heading out toward the 355 sign on the ivy. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
The center fielder.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Shane
on his way out to the mound now is the Atlanta skipper. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. But he's safe at third as he's able to scramble back.
Now batting, the second
Here's
baseman,
Addison Russell, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Russell.
From the stretch. Line toward the alley in left center. And this is hauled in on the run as he takes quite a tumble but hangs on. And digging in now, Freddie Freeman. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson.
The third baseman, Josh
hit back up the middle.
Donaldson.
And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
You know, D-Roll, there's been some great pitching in this one so far. After that knock, that's only the 3rd hit of the game, and we're getting late into this one.
Yeah, they always say you got to tip your hat to the opposition sometimes. Well, I think this offense is tired of tipping its hat. They got to start to swing the bats a little bit better. That's their 3rd knock of the game. I know it's late, but maybe they can get something going.
And Hayward will put this one away for out number 2.
The batter, the shortstop, Johan Camargo.
And the next in is Johan Camargo. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Played on the backhand. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher coming on. It'll be the hard-throwing left-hander Johnny Venters. Here's the first pitch to him. High in the air out to center field. Inciarte's there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The pitcher, number 35, Cole Hamels.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Cole Hamels. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Line drive to center field, and Hamels helps himself out. He's got a base hit.
Hey, pretty good swing right there by the pitcher. I know he'll be telling his boys in the dugout to take some hitting lessons from him if he's going to square line drives up all day.
Standing in now, Kyle Schwarber. Popped up. Freeman shading to his right. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The batter, number 9.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out.
Javier.
And into bat next, the versatile weapon, Javier Baez. Line toward the alley in left center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. 1 left for the Cubs, but they... The next to bat for Atlanta, Tyler Flowers. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Tyler Flowers.
This is skied into short left center. On the run is Almora. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
The batter, the second baseman.
Here comes the first pitch. Drilled down the line, but this is foul for the first strike. 2 runs, 3 hits, and 1 error on the Atlanta line score. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Almora coasts under it. 2 down.
Now batting.
8th inning now from Wrigley. Cubs lead in front of their home faithful as you get a look at the line score to see how we got to this point. Ozzie Albies will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Almora is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire. A.J. Minter is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Minter.
Digging in once again, Chris Bryant. He went deep last time up.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Now batting, first baseman.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
Oh and 1, here it comes. Line toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, right fielder, Jason.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Jason Hayward for his career in this matchup. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Here's the first pitch to him. And a good swing there as this is deep down the line in right, but this is going to wind up out of play. Minter is a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the park. It's a rare day that someone takes him deep, which obviously makes him a very valuable commodity in the bullpen.
One of the things as a manager you want to do, you want to
goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Acuna is over, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Striding in to start the 9th, Ender Inciarte.
Atlanta, the center fielder, number 11.
Craig Kimbrell comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Now pitching for the Cubs, number 24, Craig.
Kimbrell's ready. Here's the 0-1. Chopper, foul. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. The Cubs are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Hey, only allowed 3 hits in this one, kept the hitters off balance, and was a lot of fun to watch.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Comes set and the 0-1. And that finds the target. 0-2 now.
Not too often do you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Nick Markakis goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Into the box, Freddie Freeman, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Cole Hamels in line for the victory should the lead hold. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Two out, nobody on. Final strike for the Braves. And he fouls this one off.
Nope.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. 4-2 the final score tonight.